we are back on the Mark II channel with a fair amount to do on the BMW M5 this week, which we're going to do on this channel. If you've seen the video where we took it to BMW, there was a few faults that the guy found, that Rich found, that we need to do. One, including this rear damper, and we also have some finishing off modifications that we need to do as well. But the M5 is almost complete now. Just these final touches to finish it off. And from what it started off to what it is now, I think the transformation is absolutely spot on. Look at it in the sun. It actually looks really good on the iPhone. Let's get it inside. Start the work. Jimmy B has just cleaned the whole interior as well. It is super fresh in here. I think this is like one of the best parts of the M5. But I was actually thinking that this car didn't handle the best, but after Rich found out the shock absorber was leaking drastically on the back left, that's kind of gave me a bit more of a confidence booster now, because I think that because he's found that, I know it's going to handle better when I put a new one on, but we'll soon find out. Let's get it in this ramp. Look at all this crazy stuff as well. How is it doing that? That's mental. Here is the part in question. Now, we ordered this from BMW, open, and it's one shock absorber, which was around 500 quid, I think it was. Expensive. The BMW tech said he probably will replace it in pairs, but when they're 500 quid, I think I'm going to replace this one once. It's only done 11,000 miles, so I'm hoping it's just a one-off. The reason it is so expensive is because in the top here, well, I think it is, there is an electrical connector there, which adjusts the dampening depending on what mode you're in. If you're in like sport mode, obviously it goes harder. Comfort mode, it's softer. So all fluid in it. At least there's fluid in this one, no fluid in that one. I think we have to knock off this spring seat as well. Let's get it off. Now, because this is rear, if you remember, you can't get to the top of the strut without taking the parcel shelf off. But we think, and someone's mentioned, that if you prise over this speaker cover, we might be able to get to the top of the shock absorber. So there we are. There we are. Okay, that's off. I don't think we'll get to it through there, but give it a go. But T20s, move them speakers, and if we can get to the shocks there, that will save us a big job taking all these seats out, getting the parcel shelf out and causing a mess. No, so you can't get to it. No, you can't. Whoever said that, you're a liar. They're mistaken. This is a thing, so many people comment and some of you are really helpful, and then some people, I don't know where they get the information from, but it's really hard to distinguish what comments are the right thing and what comments are the wrong thing. But someone did mention in a comment that we could get to it through here, but I don't know, maybe we've got a different card to what they were thinking, but we can't. So it is literally seats forward, parcel shelf out. So good luck. I've got a video to finish off, so looks like that's your job, Dad. You've got to move it forward in the boot, so the seats, boom. So there's a few clips, but don't lose them.
Yeah, they're missing.
They're missing?
Yeah, there's a clip missing there, but I know you leave them out because it makes it lighter.
Oh, it makes it lighter, yeah.
So what do we got to do?
Don't know.
Why do we have to take the seatbelt off?
So that it'll allow you to lift that padding up, look, to get to the bolts of the shocker. Look at that.
Do you not take the strut off without taking the wheel off?
Not without scratching the wheel. And I've already been accused of doing that.
Yeah, I think it... Well, only lasted 10,000 miles. They don't make them like they used to.
Should have been under warranty, shouldn't it?
Yeah, is that not under warranty?
You'd have thought BMW would have changed that for you.
No, my warranty's void.
Why? Why is it void, Matt?
Apart from KW suspension on the back, adjustable springs, crash damage, it's tuned, it's got downpipes, exhaust, induction kit. Other than that, it's fine.
Yeah.
We changed a few airbags.
Oh yeah.
And we did some work which has to be done by a professional.
But you are professional.
Yeah, I'm professional.
None of that's got to do with the shock absorber bursting though, is it?
I think the springs might have.
Well, yeah.
Are you purposely trying to kill Matt?
Oh my God.
Not me. I wouldn't do that.
No, not me either.
Yeah, the molars are coming out. This is why the seals broke. Why is it going towards me still?
Because you said
there we go.
you said he won't ping.
There is a special tool which the BMW guy said that.
Oh, shall I get that then? It's a hammer.
See, we are BMW approved until my dad walks in.
This hammers ain't gonna do it. I've got to get the BMW approved one. Got it off.
We think the seal actually leaks because normally on stock suspension, that shaft in the middle will be sitting on the regular seal in the same position. But what we've done, after we've put the lowering springs on, the shaft is sat lower, so it could have, like, the bit it's sitting lower on is upset the seal and it's just weeped out of it. But this one shouldn't do that now because it should be used to sitting in the position that the KW ones do, I think.
Talking rubbish.
No, I think that's why I did it.
No, I don't.
The further down you go, because of the gas in there, the fluid in there, wouldn't there be more pressure the more you push it down?
There's more, yeah, there'd probably be more pressure.
So wouldn't you be putting the seal under more stress?
Yeah, but why ain't the other side gone?
It might be gone. It might be gone. He did tell me to replace them in pairs. He said it might be on its way.
Sonia,
Yeah?
if my CV joint went on one side of my car, what
Yeah.
should I do?
Replace it.
What about the other side?
What about the other side?
There's a special tool for that.
Yeah, it's called a hammer.
We have got to go to Lamborghini to pick the Murcielago up, which you would have seen already in the previous video. So we're going to leave my dad to it. So by the time we get back, it should be all done, I think. You reckon?
No.
No. Go get the Lamborghini. Okay, looks like my dad has finished up. New shock absorber on, and he has raised it up a tad. So I'm going to try and get the same measurement on the other side. So we do need to go up a fair bit. That hopefully should prolong the life of this one, but we'll see. All we're doing is twisting this up until we get roughly the same. It's not the precise way you're supposed to do it because obviously different parts of the car weigh different, so it might sit lower on one side, but it's just the way I can get this done before we do all the wheel alignment and make sure everything's straight. Oh, I'm gonna be a while. Tell me you put coilovers on every single car that you own without telling me you put coilovers on every single car that you own. We are about pretty much at the same height, both sides. So pop this wheel on, and then we've got another modification we need to do to finish this off. Actually, there's another fix as well. It's quite a finicky one, actually. And here is the new ride height with the good shock absorber on. So that should be all dialed in. There's just a few fastener and fixings that we need to do, and also the connection for the aircon, which the BMW tech pointed out, which we might get to later in the video as well. But I think that's looking fairly level. I've already driven it, and it does drive a lot better. Yeah, it's already really dusty. Maybe we need a clean as well. Now, there's a few cool things that I also want to do just to dial in this BMW and I know exactly the tool for it. So you've probably seen this in some of my previous videos. It's a Carly device. Here it is. It's an OBD thing, tiny little thing, which you can just put in your car like anywhere, which I'd advise you do get one because these come in handy a lot. Pop it into the OBD port underneath here. I'm going to do the no look OBD plug. Here we go. I'm in, I'm dialed. That is all in. And then it simply connects with your phone with Bluetooth, and we use the app. I'll show you. So you can see on the screen now, loads of stuff that this Carly thing can do. Diagnostics, used car checks, which will detect any mileage tampering or anything like that. Customization, which is what we want to do. We want to get rid of this annoying BMW bong 3 times. That bong is annoying. So diagnostic, you guys all know about that. It will show me all the fault codes that this car's got, which is a bunch of historic fault codes on there already, and we can clear them all as well, which is handy, especially for little road trips. Live data, this is a cool one. I can see my oil temperature, engine speed if I give it a rev, and loads of other stuff on there as well. So to get rid of that bong, that bong, we're going to go into car customization and coding. The good thing about Carly as well is before you do any coding, it will always save how the car was stock. Video in motion, that if I turn this on, I can now watch YouTube videos on the go. Not that I would do that because that is highly dangerous, but if we ever wanted to do that on a closed road, we can now do it because I've turned it on. Volume pop-up. Warning and menu sounds. Here we go. So we can change it to a mini Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce is what I'm going for. Matt's never heard the Rolls Royce sound yet. Oh my God, there's so much. This Rolls Royce bong. Come on, Carly. Get rid of that annoying BMW bong. I want to hear a ding, not a bong. Coding was successful. Wow, look at it. Look, we've unlocked hidden secrets. I confirm that I'm deactivating the speed lock for test purposes only. That's exactly what we're doing. And was it as easy as that? Let's see if we've got a Rolls Royce bong. That would complete my life right now. Yes! That was sick.
That does sound cool, to be fair.
That's loads better. How can we make it do more bongs? Yeah! There it is. Rolls Royce bong, everyone. Carly Scanner and free version of the app with standard OBD features are compatible with cars with OBD port 2. No, that was wrong. They're compatible with cars that have OBD 2 port. To see if Carly's advanced features, like coding or manufacturer level diagnostic, should work with your car, make sure to check out their website. To access these additional features, you'll need to get their yearly license. You can get 15% off your Carly purchase with code MattArmstrong23. Thank me later, guys. Until though, August the 31st. There's a link in the description. Go and grab one before August the 31st. Tell me what you think of it. I'm sure you'll be pleasantly surprised, especially if you've got a BMW. And now it sounds like this. Yeah! Now we've failed at this 3 times. No, 2 times. So we've installed the carbon rear diffuser on the rear and the carbon front splitter on the front, which we explained in the main channel video. The first time we bought side skirts, they were fake carbon, they didn't look right. Second time we bought some carbon side skirts which didn't fit. This time, I think we've nailed it. R44 Performance have got us these ones. Well, they haven't got them, I did buy them. Here we go. Ah! Oh, yes! Got a kick out.
Wow.
Oh, wait, there's more stuff in here.
Oh, what?
Tickets to Silverstone. Tickets to Silverstone. It's not tickets to Silverstone, Matt. They've got like a little chain and that's nice of them.
Can I have that because you had the Kit Kat?
Wait, no, there's more, Matt. There's more. This is unreal. Oh, they're just self-tapping. That's nice of them, though. Right, side skirts. We need to see if they actually fit. Also, whilst we're here, now that the M5 is pretty much on its final little bits of rebuildingness, do we need to get another BMW on the channel? Because I'm kind of liking the look of the G series BMWs, especially crashed ones. Oh, it is a lovely fit. Let's get them fitted. I know modifications aren't for everyone, and I understand that as well, but I think like modifying a car, people shouldn't be like scared of doing it because of what other people think. I think because I get it all the time. People are gonna say, "Oh, I hate these side skirts. They don't look right." But why does that matter if it's your own car? I don't know. Like, I don't understand that.
Then this doesn't look like any other M5 on the road.
That's the difference. If it looks now different to another M5 pops up, and that's why I like it. Some people like looking the same as everyone else. Oh, probably shouldn't up on the side skirt. Yeah. Oh, that's made a massive difference.
It looks finished now.
Yeah, like that actually looks. It slots in from the front splitter down. That's solid. That's made a massive difference. I can't believe how much of a difference that made. And this has just showed up a full Motul parts washer. This is for all cleaning all the engine up with the Ferrari, and we've got a bunch of oil, bunch of colour. Shout out to Motul.
How does this thing work then, Tony? Are you supposed to wear gloves for
Only
this?
if you get it on your hand.
Wow. Health and safety TUV approved.
There's a plastic bit in there, look, floating. Can you see it?
Oh, you're going to need your gloves for that.
No! Now it's safe to pour it in. So I've got all the protective equipment. Afterwards, you can put bodies in here and they disintegrate. Oh, a bit more.
If you could put one automotive YouTuber in there, which one would you put in?
Shmee. Just kidding, Shmee. We're not really going to put you in there. We like Shmee. I can't see much with these. Oh, wow. It's not even warmed up yet. The piston is coming up a tree.
How many you got left to do now?
Only 8 more. This is the final fix, which the BMW guy told me.
I was about to throw that away.
Wow. So look, here's a little connector. And here are all the electrical connectors. I managed to buy this connector separate. And this is the aircon pressure switch. So, where are you? Where are you? Okay, they are 1, 2, 3 connections. I've just got I did take a photo of a car at a show to find out which way the connections go. So I'm gonna have to look on my phone. But then once I can do that, I'm just gonna test the plug actually plugs in. You can't really see, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna have time to fit this into this video because we have literally got to leave right now to go to Goodwood Festival of Speed. So thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next video when we go Goodwood. See you over on the main channel as well for the Ferrari build. We'll get an update on that soon. Peace out.
Could be your Alpha, could be your Romeo. Tell them boys back up, I ain't going nowhere. I'ma fight that back up, put it on your story so all your friends see it. Everyone can see it, and we going and going and going.